Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another beautiful day here on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University in Harrogate, Tennessee, and it's Lincoln Memorial University women's soccer time here. Hello and good afternoon, everybody. I'm Rusty Peace. The Lady Railsplitters return to the LMU Soccer Complex today to play host to the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene University. LMU will enter today's match with the Trojans, having lost their first South Atlantic Conference match of the year this past Saturday on the road. That was over in Hickory, North Carolina, where the Lady Railsplitters were upended by the Bears. The final 3-1, that dropped the Lady Railsplitters to 4-2-1 overall and to 3-1 in South Atlantic Conference action. For the Trojans, they'll enter today's match at 3-5 on the season, 1-2 in league play. They've just recently joined the Great Midwest Athletic Conference, or more commonly referred to as the GMAC, a newly formed conference. And Trevecca, of course, a former NAI sister of Lincoln Memorial University from back in the old District 24 days. They were in the West Division, LMU, of course, in the East Division. Many times they squared off in basketball, but very rarely did you ever hear of LMU and Lincoln Memorial playing in soccer, much less women's soccer. In fact, their first meeting was a year ago down toward Nashville, and the Lady Railsplitters were upended by the Trojans 1-0 in that contest. So today's opportunity for Lincoln Memorial, for Helio Dana and his club, an opportunity to get a little bit of payback and even the score as the Trojans and Lady Railsplitters prepare to square off here at the LMU Soccer Complex. We're going to take a brief timeout. When we come back, we'll talk with Helio Dana and take a look at today's starting lineup. This is the Lincoln Memorial University Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available, including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine-in or carry-out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate, and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro. Today's broadcast of Lincoln Memorial University Soccer is brought to you by University Medical Clinic, with 2 locations to serve you in Harrogate and New Tazewell, Tennessee. University Medical Clinic. By Farm Bureau Insurance. By Old Town Grill. By Home Federal Bank of Harrogate, always within reach. Home Federal Bank. By Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro. Eat fresh at Subway. By Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. Sleep smart at Holiday Inn Express. By Oasis Pizza and Substation. By DeRoyal, a name you can trust, a product you can count on. DeRoyal. By K&K Metal Sales. By Sleep Inn of Middlesboro. Dream better here at Sleep Inn. By the J. Frank White Academy. And by Lincoln Memorial University. Your career path is here.
The Lady Railsplitters come into today's match fresh off of a 1-1 record this past week. LMU captured a 2-1 victory over Mars Hill on Thursday before dropping a 3-1 decision at Lenoir-Rhyne on Saturday. Olivia Thompson carried the offense on Thursday with a pair of goals, while Michelle Hunter struck in the 61st minute of Saturday's loss in Hickory, North Carolina. Sophomore striker Olivia Thompson currently ranks third in the South Atlantic Conference with 5 goals this season, and Thompson has posted a pair of 2-goal performances in wins over Coker and Mars Hill. The Melbourne, Florida native also ranks 4th in the SAC with 11 points this season. Trevecca Nazarene has lost 3 of its last 4 matches while being outscored 9-2 over that stretch, and the Trojans do, however, boast a 3-2 win over Carson Newman earlier this year. So an interesting matchup today between Lincoln Memorial and, of course, Trevecca Nazarene. And earlier today, I had the opportunity to go down to the Tex Turner Arena and sit down and get a couple of comments from head coach Helio Dana about today's match with the Trojans.
Yeah, and we had a practice yesterday that I put pressure on the ladies because I felt a little bit of, not complacency, because like you said, we lost the game, but I felt a kind of a hint of, all right, we played that well against Lenoir-Rhyne, all is well. So I put pressure on them, and I said anybody can beat anybody on any given day, and I used the men as an example. Again, the distance from, being on top and being on the bottom. So, man, they practiced hard yesterday, day before of a game. If you walked on the pitch yesterday and watched some of the practice, you would think it was like 3 days prior to the game kind of day, So I'm very happy with the way that they approached that from that point on. So, I might be mistaken. Soccer sometimes makes no sense, but I think the ladies are going to come out to play today. Last year they were physical on us. They roughened us up a little bit, and they showed to me last Saturday against Lenoir-Rhyne that now they will shovel back. I'm not saying being dirty, not saying being unsportsmanlike, but our team now will not be pushed. And I think the key will be who's going to stand ground. And then once you match their physicality and their aggressiveness, because they're a very aggressive team, then our possession will come, because we do have some ladies that once the ball is on their feet, they really do well, but we got to get the ball first and finish the chances that we have. This could be either one of those days that it opens up or down the line like it was last year, overtime kind of thing. So it's their choice. Yeah,
Helio Dana very optimistic about today's match with Trevecca, and rightly so. This Lady Railsplitter soccer team was cruising right along until that loss to Lenoir-Rhyne on the road on Saturday. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. First of all, for the Trojans, under the direction of head coach Mark Foster, starting lineup looks like this. At midfield and forward, 5'6" and a junior from Oak Park, Illinois. That's Alex Hammond. At the midfield position, 5'7" and a senior from North Aurora, Illinois. Number 4, Becky Bartos. At defender, 5'5" and a freshman from Ottawa, Tennessee. Number 5, Abby Alosi. At the defense position, 5'7" and a senior from Chattanooga. Number 7, Erica Carroll. At the midfield position, 5'5", a senior out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. That's Lainey Fouch. At the forward and midfield position, 5'3", and a senior from East Kingston, New Hampshire. That would be Sammy Moore. Nicole Reese starts at midfield and forward, 5'7" and a junior from Gilbert, Arizona. At the defense position, 5'7", a senior out of Atlanta, Georgia, Audrey Robinson. At the midfield position, as well as forward, 5'3" and a junior from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Brooke Gann. At the goalkeeper position, and she's going to have a lot of offensive attack facing her today, 5'5" and a freshman out of Venice, Florida. That's Allison Ashley. Ryan Alosi starts at midfield, 5'6" and a junior from Ottawa, Tennessee. Lady Railsplitter starting lineup looks like this today. Kayla Stevens starts in the net, 5'11" and a sophomore out of Keller, Texas. Lauren Dussold starts at defense and midfield, 5'6" and a sophomore from Loveland, Ohio. At the defender position as well, Krista Holka, 5'7", a sophomore out of Harrison Township, Michigan. At midfield and defense, Communication Center's very own Kristen Cook, 5'3" and a junior out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Christina Joseph making the start today at midfield, 5'6", a freshman out of Sebastian, Florida. Michelle Hunter starts at the forward position, a 5'9" freshman from, I'm not even going to attempt that, Ontario, Canada. At the midfield forward position, 5'9" and a sophomore out of Rockledge, Florida. That's number 17, Maddie Nagy. At midfield and forward, a 5'4 junior from Ottawa, Tennessee, number 20, Nicole McKinney. Teresa Doyle starts at defender and midfield, a 5'4 senior out of Severn, Maryland. Olivia Thompson making the start, a midfield forward, 5'8, a sophomore from Melbourne, Florida. And Sam Adams at the defender position, 5'8, and a senior out of Harwood, Maryland. And, of course, the Lady Rail Splitters under the direction of head coach Haley O'Dana, and looking pretty good coming into today's match with a 4-2-1 overall record, 3-1 in South Atlantic Conference play. And while this is not a SAC matchup, this is a regional matchup for the Lady Rail Splitters, so very important that they come in here today and take care of business. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have your opening touch as the Lady Rail Splitters square off against the Trojans from Trevecca Nazarene. You're on the LMU Sports Network.
Juggling my family schedule is a full-time job. Between school, dance practice, work, there's little time left to worry about much else. That's why I use real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. With real-time banking, I know that when I make a deposit, the money goes straight to my account. No delays, no waiting, no wondering. And I get to focus on what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access, real-time banking. From Home Federal Bank, always within reach.
When you're traveling throughout the tri-states, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
For great food, fun, and entertainment, visit the Oasis on Highway 25E in Harrogate, Tennessee, with a new drive-thru to better serve you. At the Oasis, you can enjoy a great lunch buffet or order from the great menu that the tri-state area has grown to love. Pizza, salad bar, and a tasty sandwich from the deli. And don't forget your favorite beverages. Check out the live music each week at the Oasis, where regional and local bands strut their stuff to a packed house. Or stop by and catch the big race on the big screen. All roads lead to the Oasis, 6341 Cumberland Gap Parkway in Harrogate, Tennessee. Phone in your order, 423-869-8000.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4266.
Technical direction on site today by Adam Plyler, your camera operation by Justin Wormy and Tyler Eschberger. Your executive producer for the broadcast, Tony Spinoza. Technical assistance today from Adam Haley. This is a production of Sigmund Communications, and we are the LMU Sports Network owned by Sigmund Communications. So glad to have you with us on this beautiful afternoon here in Harrogate, Tennessee. And Lady Rail Splitters soccer ready to get underway here at the LMU Soccer Complex. Field conditions at optimum today, and a good crowd on hand for this solo match today. The Rail Splitters idle until their road match on Saturday with the Tornadoes of Brevard College. That, of course, over in Brevard, North Carolina. And the LMU women will be back here on the LMU Soccer Complex field. Their next match, folks, you're going to love it. Carson Newman, October 9th, 1 o'clock, right here at the complex. And that should be a doozy. Just about set to get underway here at the LMU Soccer Complex. Rusty Peace here with your call of Lady Rail Splitter Soccer. What a great job that the guys have done here putting together all this pregame stuff, and just a lot of work involved in getting everything going for a broadcast, whether it's here on site or pre-production type stuff. But everything just a work in the progress, and we're trying our best to bring you as much as we can through the LMU Sports Network. Set to get underway here in Harrogate. Glad to have you with us. It'll be Trevecca that has first touch today. And LMU, of course, on the right-hand side of your screen wearing the home white top uniforms. Trevecca in the blacks with a little purple thrown in there. They'll go from left to right. LMU will go from right to left. Both teams trying to bounce back from losses today, and we're underway here in Harrogate. LMU known for its defensive effort, and right away they take it away. There's a nice ball up the far sideline for Thompson, and that prompts the Trevecca defender to play it out. That's Erica Carroll that played it out off the far sideline. Throw in from the far side. Played right through Thompson's feet right there. I think that was inadvertent, but now here's Nagy. Plays it back on the far side to Cook, and now over to Doyle. Doyle right up the middle. Plays the ball up to Thompson, intercepted. Possession so key into the Heliodana style of play, and he felt like there were times against Lenoir-Rhyne that this team possessed the ball very well. Lenoir-Rhyne scoring some spectacular goals and coming away with a 3-1 win, although I think Dana felt like this LMU team won the second half as they took a 1-0 victory in that final 45 minutes of play. Here's McKinney from the near side. Plays the ball at the top of the box. Going up in the challenge there was Thompson, and that ball is going to be stopped by the keeper on the far side of the box. Punt on its way toward midfield. Cook there to challenge. McKinney will take it down. Trying to make her turn, forced to play it back to Doyle. Now over to McKinney again. She'll use some space. Splits the seam, cuts across, and plays it over to Nagy. Nagy stood up momentarily. Doyle will help her out. Plays it over to Cook on the far sideline. Cook looking things over. Plays near side of the field. And this is Dussold. Intended for Joseph and taken away. Lainey Fouch coming up with the steal and stolen back by Cook as she collides with her teammate Sam Adams. Here's a run by the Lady Rail Splitters. Dussold running it over to McKinney. McKinney looking upfield now, trying to get it to Hunter, and that'll be picked up by the keeper just inside the box. And again, she'll punt it downfield. Challenge at midfield by Teresa Doyle. Possession to the Trojans. Here's Becky Bartos. Gives it across over to Fouch. Played up the middle. Cleared out of there by Krista Holka up toward midfield again. And again, the Trojans will come down with it. Here's a run by Alosi. Plays it into the box. Dangerous ball, and Stevens comes out on it to pick it up. Good heads-up play by Kayla Stevens, as that could have turned into a nasty 1-0 deficit to open the match. Again, the challenge at midfield. Coach Dana felt like this team last year was just so big and very physical, and that was one of the reasons they were able to come away with a 1-0 win over the Lady Rail Splitters. Nagy near midfield being stood up. Gives it over to Doyle. Doyle looking over her options as she approaches the midline. Gives it now to Joseph. Joseph forced to back off a little bit. Plays it over to Dussold. Dussold now across midfield with it. Got tied up with the defender. Nice shield by McKinney. McKinney using the footwork here to get around the defender. Plays it up the near line to Dussold. Misplayed on that one, and the Trojans play it out of bounds. So a throw in for McKinney near side of the field as LMU tries to lock this one in. Throw in toward the side of the box. Thompson trying to bring it down. Goes to the end line, keeps it in play, and kicked out of bounds again by the Trojans. Lady Rail Splitter throw in, and we're a little better than 4 minutes into this contest in the 5th minute. Header out of the playing area, and again an LMU throw in. Here's Dussold. Ball inside the box. Chasing it down is Audrey Robinson. And she'll play it out off the far side of the line. It seems like Trevecca is content with trying to just play it out of bounds until their team could get into position defensively. Michelle Hunter trying to make a move on the corner. Gets inside the box, has it taken away from behind, now played up the field. Doyle is there to bring it down. Doyle, chip shot over, intended for Thompson, and that'll go to the deep corner as it's picked up again by the Trojans. And they'll turn it over. Throw in, knocked out of play again. I believe that was Robinson that got a piece of it for Trevecca. Throw into Thompson at the corner of the box. Played back toward Joseph, intercepted by Bartos. And now Joseph will take it back. Unfortunately, knocked her to the ground, and that was lost out of bounds off of Lincoln Memorial. LMU and Trevecca do have some common ties. Former Rail Splitter assistant baseball coach Ryan Schmalls, now the head baseball coach at Trevecca, did a nice job last year in his first year at the helm of the Trojan program. And there's where the common ground lies. Here's Dussold on the angle. Nice tackle there by Sammy Moore of Trevecca, and she takes it away. Stolen back by McKinney. Plays it over to Dussold under pressure. Drops back to Nagy. Nagy way out the top, has one to the right side, and that'll go wide right. Now you got to check things out every now and then. She let one rip from out there, and that'll leave a goal kick for the Trojans. 38:49 to play here in the first half. LMU and Trevecca scoreless. Short ball up the middle. Nagy contesting as it is finally taken down by Fouch. Now Bartos plays it over on the far side to Robinson, and that ball knocked out by Lincoln Memorial. Long throwing again, this time across midfield. Holka trying to get there, plays it back to Adams. And Adams will reverse the field a bit as she takes it over to the near side. Nice header by McKinney at midfield, played back toward the top of the box, and dropping back on it's going to be Dussold. Dussold takes it away from the defender Hammond. Plays it up the near sideline to McKinney and then turns it over as McKinney couldn't quite get there. Joseph, nice first touch, plays it over to McKinney, and she'll take over possession. Across the grain now, opposite side of the field. This is Holka. Cook with a deflection off the defender's body, and that'll be a throw-in for Lincoln Memorial right in front of their own bench. Long pass across the midfield line. This is Hunter. Hunter, a big, strong, physical player up top there for Lincoln Memorial. Now Doyle will take it at midfield. Taken away on the double team by Becky Bartos, and she's got to run right up the middle. Being trailed by Joseph. Bartos plays it over near side to Hammond. Cleared out by Lincoln Memorial, and now Fouch will get it back, but stolen again by the Lady Rail Splitters. Long ball up the middle. Hunter doesn't have the legs to get there before Trevecca, and it's going to be Carroll that brings it in to the keeper for the Trojans. Ball up toward the midfield line. Nice possession by the Trojans. Now here's a run up the far sideline. Unfortunately, a little bit too much behind that pass, and it goes out of bounds. Throwing again, far sideline. Trojans trying to get there. This is Erica Carroll, and that'll be out of play again to the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene. GMAC is a newly formed conference in the last few years. I'm told that Kentucky Wesleyan, no longer in the Great Lakes Conference, is going to be, if they're not already in the GMAC, and maybe a couple other schools out of Ohio and some other programs. There was a rumor at one point that Lincoln Memorial was going to come out of the SAC and go to the GMAC, but I think that was started by one coach that really just kind of wanted to switch conferences. 35:54 remaining in the first half. Throw in intended for Joseph, headed back across midfield. And now the Lady Rail Splitters trying to get their shape defensively. Long ball up toward the corner of the box. Sam Adams is there, and she'll be content to clear that one out of play. And that'll be a throw in for the Trojans' far sideline. Neither keeper has really been tested as of yet. So the shot opportunities really have not been there for either team. Holka battling over there after the throw in. Stood up in the corner, shields it, and that'll be off of Trevecca for a Lincoln Memorial throw in. Kristen Cook will step out of play to do the honors. Long ball up the far sideline, headed back toward the box area. Doyle over to Dussold, now up to Hunter near midfield. Hunter with her back to the midline. Turns, tries to make her attack, now on the run to the far sideline, and it's taken away by the Trojans. Header by Reese at midfield. Joseph will get it back for Lincoln Memorial. And LMU loses possession right at the midline. So it'll be Audrey Robinson to throw it in for Trevecca. A lot of white jerseys there. Somehow the Trojans come out with possession. Really physical here early in this match. Nothing but white jerseys there for this one, and that's Dussault to take over for Lincoln Memorial. Plays it up to McKinney. McKinney using the space now. Double team comes up on her. Over to Joseph. Plays it far side over to Cook. And now up to Thompson. Thompson again, unfortunately, not a good first touch, and that went out of play to Trevecca. Wind picking up a little bit here today at the LMU Soccer Complex, but all in all, a pleasant day. Great for the fans here in the crowd. Not too hot. Little cool breeze out there for the players. Not too hot either. Here's Dussault clearing it outside the top. Joseph to Doyle. Doyle, long ball across midfield. Erica Carroll wasn't able to bring it down, and that ball out of play to Lincoln Memorial. So another throw in. This one will come in from far sideline, and it looks as though Olivia Thompson's going to step out of there and toss it in there for Lincoln Memorial. Thompson trying to play to the feet of Maddie Nagy. Ball was knocked away by Bartos and played up the field. Here's Cook. Back to Joseph. Joseph into the defensive backfield. Adams will reverse it to the near side. Dussault over to McKinney. Back to Doyle. Now up to Joseph. Nice possession here by Lincoln Memorial. Doing a nice job of knocking it around. Nagy, far sideline. Right as I said that, broadcaster's jinx kicked in, and Trevecca takes it away. Holka to get it back there for Lincoln Memorial. Again, as I said a minute ago, neither team has really had a solid offensive possession yet or shot on goal. Thompson switching to the near side of the field. She's checked defensively. Ball cleared into the backfield by Trevecca. Here's Thompson will bring it down on the near sideline. Thompson being trailed from behind, just got a piece of it enough to knock it away, and that forced the turnover for Lincoln Memorial. Adams to bring it down, heads it back toward midfield. Dussault on the second ball, and finally bringing it down for Trevecca, it's Alex Hammond. She and Dussault still battling for it. That ball knocked out by Lincoln Memorial. Actually, last touch by Trevecca, I beg your pardon. So a Lincoln Memorial throw in from right at midfield near side. Long ball off the foot of the Trevecca defender. And the Trojans again knock it out of play. 31-10 to play here in the first half. LMU and Trevecca scoreless in this NCAA Southeast Region matchup. Lauren Dussault with the throw in. Christina Joseph now battling one-on-one with the defender in the corner. And that'll be a corner kick for the Lady Rail Splitters as that ball came off the foot of Trevecca's Lainey Fouch. So Teresa Doyle, I believe. Beg your pardon, that is not Teresa Doyle. That is Nicole McKinney. We'll have the corner kick. Dussault, ball toward the box, and that one's going to go out of play untouched. A goal kick for Trevecca as the wind looked like it might have got a hold of that one, but the wind blowing against it here. And so that one had a lot behind it. Here's the goal kick by Ashley of Trevecca. And now Gann will take the run up the far sideline. Ball played toward the top of the box. Adams clears it away. Long ball across midfield. Erica Carroll will play it back to the keeper. And now brought down by Fouch at midfield, near midfield rather.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how much the field weighs because it's part of the earth, so I mean. Big boy.
This is Reese. Turns it over. Doyle with a steal. Now Dussault will run the near side. Taking a lot of space, pushing up a little bit. Plays it back toward Nagy at midfield. Nagy has it knocked out from behind, but Cook there to recover. Cook trying to shake the defender over there and confuse. Plays it to Joseph. Joseph, first touch, pops up in the air. Nice defensive effort by Holka at midfield. And Dussault playing it off the defender, Alex Hammond, to regain possession. Throw in Lincoln Memorial. Remember the days at the old LMU soccer field when it wasn't the beautiful surface that you see now and didn't have the nice stands or the dugouts or anything of that nature. And then, of course, you didn't really even have the ball people on the sidelines. Here's Joseph from the near side of the box. Throws in the cross. It'll go wide to the right side. Now a foot race to get there. And it looks like nothing but black jerseys as Audrey Robinson's going to get it back for Trevecca. Ball up the far sideline. Cook plays it back to Nagy. Nagy trying to find something in the middle. There's Joseph. Joseph plays it around the defender, plays it up to Hunter. Hunter with the back to the goal. Top of the box, just about had it in position, looking for that textbook shot. And you got to get it a little quicker. Got to get it away a little quicker. 27:55, an almost opportunity for Lincoln Memorial, but as we know, almost doesn't count. Goal kick by the Trojans. Hunter again. And a stoppage apparently in play as Christina Joseph has pulled up hobbled. She's going to come out of the lineup, and that'll bring the first substitution into the match for either team, as that appears that's going to be Josephine Hedstrom that just checked into the lineup. Hedstrom, a 5'8" sophomore from Sweden. Long punt by the Trojans. Dussault with the header, but called for the two hands in the back, and that'll be a foul on Lincoln Memorial. First foul that I'm aware of this match as well. Been pretty clean, despite being a very physical early few minutes of this contest. Dussault out of nowhere to knock it around. Fouch plays far side. The pass intended to Robinson and knocked out by Thompson. Throw in for the Trojans, far side of the field. And that ball off the end line, that should be a corner kick. LMU chose not to use the corner kick with a shot toward the box a minute ago, or a cross toward the box. Now let's see what the Trojans will do here in their first corner kick of the afternoon. Nobody has trotted over there to take it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Abby Alosi. A lot of white jerseys in there. Nice ball, bending toward the goal. Punched out by Stevens. And possession again by the Trojans. Cross into the box. Cleared away by Teresa Doyle, and LMU will gain possession somehow. As Dussault is knocked to the ground, that'll still be Lincoln Memorial ball. Very lucky break for the Lady Rail Splitters in that exchange right there. That ball was almost in a position where it was 1v1 versus the keeper, and they were awful close. Nagy plays it back to Dussault. Long ball across midfield. Brought down that time by Ryan Alosi. And now McKinney has it knocked away just across the midfield line. Dussault wisely lets it go out of play, and that'll be a throw-in for LMU near side. Trying to find McKinney. Again, just overhead. McKinney with the deflection. And again, the Trojans retain possession. The throw-in by Sammy Moore. Short ball. Dussault lost the handle on it, out of play, and that again will be Trevecca ball near side. Nagy out of nowhere to knock it around. Plays the ball up towards Hunter. Hunter, possibly an inadvertent handball. I couldn't really tell right there. Looked like he got her in the arm, but no call by the official. Nobody was really in a position to call it. Nagy lets it go through. This is Hedstrom. Plays it back to Doyle. Doyle looking far side in a foot race now with Bartos, and Bartos takes it from her. Ball up the middle. Trojans gaining some ground here. Here's Alosi who plays it back. Long ball down the middle again. Headed back toward the midline by Cook. Doyle battling with the defender, and again, the Trojans take it away. Here's Bartos. Plays toward the LMU box, and Holka will play it back to Green. Nice run by Trevecca here. McKinney plays it over the defender. And nice pass up the near sideline to Hammond. Hammond with the angle, going to try to make a cross. Pushed off the ball by Adams. Nice physical play by Sam Adams to get away with the physicality but not be called with a foul. The sheer upper body strength. So a goal kick for Lincoln Memorial. Kayla Stevens, the 5'11 sophomore from Keller, Texas, to do the honors. Challenge at midfield by Hammond. Second ball, Adams trying to play it to Doyle. And nothing but Sam Adams back there this time, but now she's under pressure. Shielding the defender off of it. Plays it back up the middle. Doyle steps up on it. Trying to get it over to Holka. And a shoe comes off. That's off the Trevecca player. The ball caroms off of Doyle, and another corner kick for Trevecca. So LMU jostling to get into position here for the defensive effort. Again, keep in mind that wind is kind of whipping out there right now, but I would have to say, if anything, it's in Trevecca's favor here on this corner. Toward the box, cleared out by McKinney, and that'll be a throw-in for the Trojans. Throw-in to be taken by Sammy Moore. Bottom right corner of your screen. Played up the line, now sent back toward the end line, and that'll go out of play untouched. Another goal kick for Lincoln Memorial. 21:55 to play here in the first half. Lady Rail Splitters trying to bounce back from Saturday's loss to Lenore Ryan on the road in Hickory. So as we mentioned earlier, the Trojans also have lost several straight. Here's Stevens on the goal kick. Hedstrom trying to bring it down, couldn't do it. Adams gets possession, plays it up to the midline. Thompson now looking to turn. Gets it across midfield. And plays one off the referee's feet. He's going to have to either move or be quicker. Sam Adams back there again. She's so strong defensively. Reads that offensive pass very well. Knocked out by the Trojans. Throw in Lincoln Memorial. Cross midfield, header back toward the Trevecca sideline and into the field by LMU. That'll be another throw in for the Trojans. This will be Brooke Gann to put it into play, but not before an LMU substitution. Teresa Doyle going out of the lineup. Brittany Jenkins checks in, a 5'8 junior out of Alpharetta, Georgia.
Let's go, Brett.
Actually, the ball belongs to Lincoln Memorial. Throw into Hedstrom, who's knocked to the field, and that's going to be a foul on Lincoln Memorial. I don't know how they saw that as a foul on Hedstrom, but apparently so. So Helio Dana now preparing to get some more substitutions into the game as they get loosened up over there. Thompson plays a high arcing ball at midfield. Now Nagy trying to get there. Ball goes out of play, and so we're going to have substitutions, but they'll have to wait as no Trevecca players were ready to check in at that point. Still Trojan ball. Looks like Michelle Allen, and hard to identify the other subs, but it might be Marissa Kernan. $19:20 to play in the half, and the Trojans with possession on the LMU end of the field. Lady Rail Splitters back at the 18, trying to get in position defensively. Top of the box, headed out by, looks like Jenkins. And now on the run, it'll be McKinney. McKinney, nice ball up to Hedstrom. Hedstrom trying to get it before it goes out of play, stops it. Keeps it in play, plays it back. And the ball knocked out by Trevecca. Last touched by Laney Fouch. So the throw in for Lauren Dusold, and now the LMU substitutions. Allen and Kiernan will check in. And that'll see Nagy and also Thompson go out of the lineup. Substitution as well for the Trojans. As Fouch goes out, and for the first time this afternoon, we see the substitution of Anna Hoffman. Here's Jenkins. Over to Kiernan. Nice move by Kiernan. Still running the space. Takes a shot toward the right post, and the keeper grabs it up. You know, she was probably 35 yards out right there and let one go. Didn't have a whole lot on it, but still you got to like the effort. Allen back to the frame. Kiernan again intercepts. Plays it up far side. Here's Allen. Over to McKinney. McKinney looking near side. Bad pass to intended for Dusold. Just didn't hit it well. And stepping up on it is Adams. Adams seeing the opportunity here. McKinney plays it back over to Dusold. Now back to McKinney. In the middle of the field, this is Hedstrom. Off to Kiernan. Far side to LMU's Rachel Vano, who checked in a moment ago, unnoticed. And now Allen, back to Vano. Just missed the feet, taken back by Jenkins. Up to Hedstrom. Hedstrom, a shot from about 25 out, and that'll go high. So LMU starting to get some offensive opportunities. It's taken them a while, but it seems like this last group of substitutions that have come in have stepped up the energy level a little bit. And maybe Trevecca has kind of been lulled to sleep a little bit here from the LMU offense. Here's Allen trying to bring it in. Jenkins will get possession, plays the ball to the far corner. Vano trying to get there, but Carroll will get there first for Trevecca and let that ball ride out of play, and that'll be a goal kick for the Trojans. Clock down to 16:35. And Alex Hammond, the 5'6" junior from Oak Park, Illinois, has had her practice already here early with goal kicks. This one's very short. Jenkins will take it far sideline. Plays the ball for Allen. Foot race to the corner. Allen, nice job of keeping it in. Crosses the ball to Kiernan. Up to Hunter, who was waiting on it. And just a step slow at getting there. But the keeper wisely picked it up. Punt taken down at midfield by Jenkins. Headed back towards Hunter. Hunter trying to get one up to Allen, who brings it in off the knee. Great ball for McKinney. McKinney off the left side and puts one right at the post into the keeper's arms. Beautiful ball, and McKinney was making a great run. Jenkins really challenging those kicks toward midfield, and that's going to be knocked out by Trevecca. Throw in for Lincoln Memorial. And this is McKinney to throw it in again for the Lady Rail Splitters. Hunter heads one towards the top of the box. Shot by Kiernan right at the keeper. LMU getting some opportunities, but hitting them right at the keeper. Dusold trying to get there. Taken down by Hammond of Trevecca. Now Dusold will steal it away. Plays it to Jenkins. Jenkins back towards McKinney. McKinney splits the defense, plays back towards Dussault. She'll reverse the flow. Gives over far side. This is Holka. Back to Adams. Adams decides to come upfield with it. Hedstrom uses the left foot, plays to Kiernan. Now right down the middle. Allen trying to get there. Foot race with Robinson. Robinson's got a big lead on her, and she'll play it out. Didn't even try to turn. She sent it out of off the sideline. You'd think that she would try to get it out of that deep territory, but I guess just playing it safe. Throw in to Allen. Allen deep corner. Splits the double team. Cross toward the inside top of the box, and it'll come back to Vinot. Vinot has it taken away. Long ball toward midfield. Adams is there to take it back for LMU. Under pressure, plays it over far side of the field. And now Jenkins over to Adams. Dussault near side. LMU trying to run the defense a little bit. Nice possession here. McKinney brings it down at midfield. Over to Hedstrom. Hedstrom has it knocked away and taken back by Hoffman of Trevecca before LMU will get it back. Holka far side to Vinot. Up to Jenkins. Jenkins being trailed from behind. Gives to Kiernan. Over to Vinot. Here's the Lady Rail Splitter run again. Vinot held up momentarily, and that ball played out of bounds far side. Off of Lincoln Memorial apparently, but nonetheless it'll be Trevecca ball on the throw-in. Checking out Alex Hammond, and entering for the first time this afternoon for the Trojans, Madison Smith, a 5'3" freshman from Greer, South Carolina. Got to like the effort that you've seen here in the first half from both teams, but particularly here in the last 10 minutes or so by the Lady Rail Splitters after those substitutions started coming in. McKinney to Allen. Allen plays near side of the field. Pass intended for Dussault, and wisely cleared out of play by Trevecca's Sammy Moore. Throw in for the Lady Rail Splitters, and it'll be McKinney to do the honors. McKinney looking long ball toward the box. Trying to get it to Hunter. Looked like the wind might have got part of it. Jenkins stepping up on it, heading it back, and now a high ball that's taken down by Dussault.
Yes,
Adams challenging at midfield. Dussault sending it back toward the box area for Trevecca. Punt up in the air. Again, the wind kind of stopping it a little bit. Foul on Trevecca, as it looked like Madison Smith got called for the harm. Clock down to 11:40 here in the first half. Rusty Peace with you. Glad to have you with us this afternoon. Your call of Lady Rail Splitter Soccer. Long ball toward the box. McKinney trying to get there, and that ball off the head of the Trevecca defender, and McKinney really in an excellent position there, but I don't think she expected it to come at her as quickly as it did. Jenkins can't get there. Ball played back toward Adams, and it'll come out of play near side of the field. That'll be a Trevecca ball on the throw-in. Substitution again for the Trojans, as they'll have a pair coming in. Going out of the lineup, it appears to be Nicole Reese as well as Becky Bartos. And checking in, still trying to get the numbers. Looks like Anna Main, a 5'4" sophomore from Naples, Florida, and Aubrey Black, I beg your pardon, 5'6" senior out of Franklin, Tennessee. Goal kick LMU. Wind blowing to the east here today, at least up here at the press box area, but hadn't really seemed to be a factor much out there on the field today. Hedstrom brings it down. Plays back to Jenkins. Jenkins under pressure. Nice ball to midfield. McKinney turns, gives to Hunter. She's got time to turn and go. Hunter right up the middle to Michelle Allen. Foot race to the top of the box. And I believe the defender for Trevecca, being Audrey Robinson, just got a piece of it. Or Allen may have had a shot on goal there. Handball called on Lincoln Memorial. That'll be an LMU foul. So with 9:43 to play here in the first half, we are still scoreless. LMU 2 shots on goal. Trevecca none thus far. Holka lays it up the middle. Here's Vano. Run across midfield over to Kiernan. Kiernan shows physical strength up there as she plays it up to Hunter. Right up to McKinney. McKinney takes a shot with the left foot, hits the crossbar, and it comes out. Unbelievable. Beautiful shot by Nicole McKinney, but just a bad bounce. Hit the bottom of the crossbar, bounced back across this side of the line. I don't believe it went across. Coach Dana came out arms in the air as if to say, hey, wait a minute. That ball was in, but I don't believe it was. Tough break for the Lady Rail Splitters. Very unlucky. 8:45 to go. First half of play. Here's a long ball. Adams heads it back. Brought down by Dusold, or actually headed one more time. Plays it up to McKinney. Over to Hedstrom. Hedstrom having problems on the first touch. Plays it back to Adams. Now over to Jenkins. Holka takes it far side and tries to get something going over there. Long ball up to Allen. Whiffed that one a bit. Now midfield, it's Trevecca. This is Alosi. And she'll play it out off the far sideline inadvertently. So a throw in for LMU. That'll be Rachel Vano that steps out to throw it into play. 8:03 to go here in the first half. Kiernan brings it in. Plays it up toward midfield. Cleared by Jenkins and knocked back by the Trojans. And now Hedstrom will play the ball over to Dusold. Here, Lady Rail Splitters on a run here. Dusold carrying the space for Lincoln Memorial all the way from the defensive position. Shot from the top of the 18, and it's just high over the crossbar. She was about 20, 22 yards out when she let that one rip. And, boy, I'll tell you what, right now, Trevecca is really dodging some bullets. As LMU's just, their shots just have not been on the mark. You can't get much closer than that one that hit the crossbar a minute ago. Short goal kick. McKinney sends it back. Hunter contesting for it, and that ball knocked out of play by the Trojans. They have really not had a very strong offensive attack at all. LMU's done a nice job of keeping the ball on this end of the field most of the first half, but they've not been able to capitalize yet. Dusold will have the throw in. Intended for Hedstrom, and that will go off the end line untouched, and that'll be a goal kick for the Trojans. Again, LMU men and women this weekend travel to Brevard, North Carolina. It's back to South Atlantic Conference action. For the Lady Rail Splitters, they'll open the afternoon at 1 o'clock with the Tornadoes, rather. And the Rail Splitters will play the afternoon match. Foul on Lincoln Memorial. That'll be Trevecca possession near midfield.
She got hit so hard she was in the stand.
6:10 to play in the first half.
She didn't even argue.
Ball across midfield. Jenkins tries to play it out over towards McKinney. McKinney again using the foot skills, and there's a shot from outside the top by Brooke Gann of Trevecca, and Kayla Stevens right there in front of it to pick it up. Holka over to Adams. Adams up to McKinney. Nice ball over to Hedstrom. Played back to Jenkins. Jenkins sends a high arcing ball across midfield. Hunter trying to challenge. Taken down by Sammy Moore of Trevecca. She's looking up line with it. Long ball across midfield. That kept in play. And taken away by Dusold. Dusold got away with one right there. Up to Vano. Now Kiernan. Kiernan stood up momentarily and then had it taken away. I believe the steal made by Maine. Leno gets it back. Back over to Kiernan, and again it's knocked away. There to back her up, Jenkins. Leno battling with the defender. They've really tied LMU up on that midline far side of the field. Knocked out by Trevecca, LMU throw-in. The Lady Rail Splitters nowhere really close to breaking this dead heat right here with the 0-0 tie here in the first half. 2 shots to 1, Lincoln Memorial. That is on goal. Hedstrom plays it back toward midfield. Hunter can't get there. High arcing ball toward the box. Stevens comes out on it. And Kayla Stevens at 5'11" has that long reach that you like to see those keepers have. Not the greatest speed in the world, not that she's slow. Just a long reach, got out there. She reads the balls toward the box very well. Trevecca with possession at midfield. Maine plays it back to Black, and a foul called on Lincoln Memorial. Under the 4-minute mark now, and this one in dangerous territory for Lincoln Memorial, as the Trojans will have an opportunity to set up on this one. Ball toward the box. Hunter got a piece of it, and a shot wide right by Madison Smith of Trevecca, and that'll bring another substitution in for the Trojans. Going out of the lineup, it appears Brooke Gann. And still do not have the unidentified player for Trevecca. We're told that's Audra Fullen, 5'5" senior from Brentwood, Tennessee. Kiernan carrying the space. Rips one from out near midfield. Keeper all day to set up for that. And I think, I'm not sure, that was what the LMU coaching staff wanted right there. Jenkins trying to stand the offensive player up at midfield. Ball knocked out by the Trojans. 2:36 to go in the half. Long throw in. McKinney heads it over towards Hunter. Cleared away, but Hedstrom pulls it in for Lincoln Memorial. Back to McKinney. McKinney looking over her options. Plays it to Dusold. Dusold up the near sideline to Hedstrom. Another ball for Dusold. And that ball knocked out of play by Trevecca. LMU with an opportunity to lock it in right now as they have the ball deep in the Trojans' territory. Actually, no, it's going to be a Trojan throw-in. I thought they said Lincoln Memorial throw-in. Apparently it touched LMU when they cleared it. And that will be an LMU throw-in. Sam Adams will step back on the pitch as Dusold will throw it in for Lincoln Memorial. Ball played to Brittany Jenkins. Knocked away. Trevecca with another steal. Maine back towards center field over to Hoffman. Now up far side to Fullen. Fullen in a foot race with Vano, and you're going to lose that one. Holka. Second ball by Hedstrom. And Jenkins pushing the defender off the ball. Hedstrom taps it up a little bit further and then comes down with possession. Over to McKinney. McKinney with an opportunity to turn. Takes it across midfield. Plays it over to Hunter. Hunter has it knocked out from behind but gets it back.
1 minute remaining in the half.
There you hear 1 minute remaining in the first half of play. Jenkins plays it far side to Vano. Now over to Kiernan, deep sideline. Kiernan keeps it in play, and that's cleared out by Erica Carroll. Throw in for Lincoln Memorial. Lady Rail Splitters with 40 seconds to get it done here in the first half. Throw in by Vano. Allen reels it in, lost the handle on it. Played back towards midfield. Nothing but white shirts there, and time to turn for Hedstrom. Over to Dusold. Dusold up to McKinney. McKinney, the cross top of the box. This is Hunter. Hunter was almost in a 1v1 situation. Oh, my goodness. Punt to midfield. Checked back by Jenkins, and it's knocked out by Trevecca with 10 seconds left. Dusold with a throw in. Gets it over to Hunter near the top of the box.
5,
Cleared
4,
out by Trevecca.
3,
Kiernan
2,
can turn and have time
1.
for just to let one rip, but the clock will expire. And after the first 45 minutes of play, Lincoln Memorial and Trevecca are tied 0-0. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll run down your halftime statistics, and that's when we return right here on the Lincoln Memorial University Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate, and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, you can manage your auto, home, and life policies any way you want. If you like the internet, get a quote and file claims online at FBITN.com. If you like to take care of your business over the phone, give us a call. If you like to email, send us a message, and we'll take care of you that way. But if you like an old-fashioned smile and handshake at the door, come down to the local office.
Today's broadcast of Lincoln Memorial University Soccer is brought to you by University Medical Clinic, with 2 locations to serve you in Harrogate and New Tazewell, Tennessee. University Medical Clinic. By Farm Bureau Insurance. By Old Town Grill. By Home Federal Bank of Harrogate, always within reach. Home Federal Bank. By Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro. Eat fresh at Subway. By Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. Sleep smart at Holiday Inn Express. By Oasis Pizza and Substation. By DeRoyal, a name you can trust, a product you can count on. DeRoyal. By K&K Metal Sales. By Sleep Inn of Middlesboro. Dream better here at Sleep Inn. By the J. Frank White Academy. And by Lincoln Memorial University. Your career path is here.
Still tied 0-0 at the half after 45 minutes of play. Lincoln Memorial and Trevecca scoreless here in NCAA Southeast Region action. Let's take a look now at your official halftime statistics. First of all, for the Trojans, after the first half of play, only 3 shots, of which only 1 on goal. Alex Hammond had one of those shots. Brooke Gann, one of the others. She had the shot on goal. And Madison Smith had one. Again, only 3 shots for the Trojans in the first half. For Lincoln Memorial, 10 total shots, 2 of which were on goal. Lauren Dussold had 2 of those. Michelle Hunter 1. Maddie Nagy had 1. Nicole McKinney, 2 shots, 1 of them on goal. Josephine Hedstrom with 1 shot, and Marissa Kiernan had 3 with 1 on goal. But still, LMU not able to find the back of the net in the first half of play. As far as the keepers are concerned, Allison Ashley for Trevecca, 45 minutes in the net. She had 2 saves. Kayla Stevens, 45 minutes in the net. She had 1 save. And, folks, we are still scoreless here in Harrogate, Tennessee, as the Lady Rail Splitters and the Trojans are tied 0-0. We'll take another timeout, powered through Sigmund Communications. This is the LMU Sports Network.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 20
For great food, fun, and entertainment, visit the Oasis on Highway 25E in Harrogate, Tennessee, with a new drive-thru to better serve you. At the Oasis, you can enjoy a great lunch buffet or order from the great menu that the tri-state area has grown to love. Pizza, salad bar, and a tasty sandwich from the deli. And don't forget your favorite beverages. Check out the live music each week at the Oasis, where regional and local bands strut their stuff to a packed house. Or stop by and catch the big race on the big screen. All roads lead to the Oasis, 6341 Cumberland Gap Parkway in Harrogate, Tennessee. Phone in your order, 423-869-8000.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in manufacturing products for the healthcare industry. DeRoyal supplies more than 20,000 products and product lines such as acute care, orthopedics, wound care, and trauma. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. Since its start in Tazewell, Tennessee, DeRoyal has grown to open factories in over 29 locations worldwide and employs over 2,000 people. DeRoyal, a name you can trust and an employer you can count on.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
Nestled at the foot of the Cumberland Gap, Lincoln Memorial University honors the vision and spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's values are perfectly in sync with the modern educational experience at LMU. Our students find personal attention is a way of life and a way to success. If Lincoln Memorial University fits your vision of college, visit our website at lmunet.edu for more information.
I've been a hard worker all my life. It's just the way I was raised. I work the third shift. While most people are wrapping up their day, I'm just getting started. If I make a deposit on Friday night, I can't wait for it to go through the next week. Home Federal Bank's real-time banking is different. Real-time banking takes the worry out of banking. Lets me think about what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access. Real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. Always within reach.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, you can manage your auto, home, and life policies any way you want. If you like the internet, get a quote and file claims online at FBITN.com. If you like to take care of your business over the phone, give us a call. If you like to email, send us a message, and we'll take care of you that way. But if you like an old-fashioned smile and handshake at the door, come down to the local office. At Farm Bureau Insurance, you can manage your auto, home, and life policies.
half here at the LMU Soccer Complex. LMU and Trevecca preparing for the second half of play. And, folks, we want to remind you that Thursday nights at 6:30 on Media Stream Channel 4, you can catch the Rail Splitter Athletics Report. Each week, yours truly will talk with Lincoln Memorial University coaches and others around the LMU Athletics Department about everything going on with Lincoln Memorial University Athletics. Thursday night, 6:30 on Media Stream Channel 4. That's the Rail Splitter Athletics Report. If you live in the southeast Kentucky area, and particularly in Bell County, you can catch that on MCTV 22 in Middlesboro and Pineville, Friday nights at 9:30. Again, that's Friday nights at 9:30 on MCTV 22 through Time Warner Cable in Middlesboro and Pineville. Or you can catch it on the World Wide Web at the LMU Athletics website, www.lmurailsplitters.com. That's the Rail Splitter Athletics Report, updated each Thursday on the web. Again, the shot situation, Lincoln Memorial with 10 first-half shots as versus only 3 for Trevecca. Of those, 2 shots on goal for Lincoln Memorial, 1 for the Trojans. And here in the second half, we're looking for LMU to hopefully pick up the intensity a little bit. All in all, we talked about the physical nature of the first half of play, but to be totally honest with you, we really didn't have that many fouls in the first half. And knock on wood, at least as of this point, we haven't had any cards. So it's been a relatively clean match all in all. And we are just about set to get underway here in the second half. Again, Rusty Peace here with you, calling your play-by-play of Lincoln Memorial University Lady Rail Splitter Soccer. And as I said earlier, Adam Plyler directing today's broadcast, Justin Wormy and Tyler Eschberger on cameras, your executive producer, Tony Spinoza. Through Sigma Communications, this is a production of the LMU Sports Network. And we are set to get underway here in Harrogate. 45 minutes of regulation remaining, and each team looking to break this tie as we're underway, and LMU opens the second half with possession. Here's Cook near side of the field, plays it back to Nagy at midfield. Over to Cook again, now drops back to Holka. Holka looks things over, now works the near side, plays it up to Thompson. Nice ball over to Cook across the grain. Nice possession to Hunter. Hunter to Thompson. Thompson forced to drop back a little bit to Nagy, and now switches the field opposite side over to Adams. Nice possession by LMU, doing a nice job of playing to feet. Up the far side, and McKinney, I believe that was, led her teammate a little bit much right there, and that ball is going to be knocked way back toward the keeper. And a long kick toward midfield over Thompson's head. Thompson racing to get there. Trojans retain possession as that ball's played up the field. Nagy brings it down, plays it back toward Holka. And up to Hunter. Hunter over to Thompson. Thompson out of Florida. Makes a run from the right side. Just touched it a little bit hard. That ball knocked out off the end line, and a corner kick for Lincoln Memorial early in this second half. So LMU trying to lock it in now, as they had several scoring opportunities in the first half of play. One in particular that hit the crossbar. I think Coach Dana thought it was over the line, but it, in fact, bounced back this side of the line. The corner will be taken by Hedstrom, I believe. Ball sent toward the box, bending. And still in question. Trojans cleared out of play at a throw in for Lincoln Memorial. That ball just kind of hung around in right there inside the keeper, over toward the keeper's box. Holka looking for pressure. Gets it from behind. And that ball will be knocked out by Lincoln Memorial. Throw in by the Trojans right at midfield. Both teams did a nice job of substituting in and out in the first half, so nobody should be severely fatigued here at this point in the match. I would have to say Trevecca probably subbed more players in and out of there, and some of their starters played less minutes. Thompson plays it back to Nagy. Nagy across to Hedstrom, drops back to Doyle, now over deep side of the field. I believe that's Cook. Beg your pardon, that's Dusel up to McKinney. Ball knocked away by Trevecca. And got back by Lincoln Memorial's Dusel.
What if y'all break my record?
Neither team able to settle in thus far as both
you did it.
still switch back and forth with possession. Nice defensive effort by Brooke Gann of Trevecca. And that ball knocked out by the Lady Rail Splitters. Throw in for the Trojans. 41-30 to play in this regulation. Adams, high arcing ball toward midfield, out of play. Another throw in for the Trojans.
Good job.
Of course, LMU, as we mentioned earlier, will not play at home again until October 9th. That's really not that all that far away, though. And there'll be a two-match homestand, Carson Newman and Queens in 3 days. Ball to the near side. Alosi trying to get there. Crossed it. Ball knocked off of Thompson, and that'll be a corner kick for the Trojans. Nice job by Thompson to get in there and knock that one away. LMU trying to get in defensive position. Ball bending toward the goal post, and that'll hit the top of the goal, and that'll be a goal kick for Lincoln Memorial. Stevens, ball toward midfield. Dusel brings it down, taken away by the Trojans. And now this is Bartos. Bartos showing patience, far corner. Takes it to the corner of the box, crosses one. I'm telling you, waiting on it was Brooke Gann, and she just, I think, misjudged it. Ball goes out of play. LMU with a goal kick, and here in the second half, the Trojans have started off with a little offensive pressure of their own. A little better than 5 minutes into this final 45 minutes of regulation. And Stevens will have the goal kick. Ball headed toward midfield. Nagy challenging. Tied up between the two players. Nagy plays it up to Thompson. Checked back to Nagy. Now a lead ball over to Cook. Thompson's going to get there first. Reverses it back toward midfield. Plays the ball up to Hunter, and it was just touched a little bit. Cook kept it alive. Nice touch by Thompson to keep it going. Hedstrom, one more pass opposite side of the field. Taken away from Dusel by the Trevecca player. Now up to Alosi. Lead pass up the far sideline. Foot race to get to it. And a foul called on Trevecca. Looked like that was on Abby Alosi. And so LMU will get possession via the foul as we've got 38-25 to play. Ball will be called for Lincoln Memorial as that came off the Trevecca player. Been a frustrating match. LMU's had some opportunities, wasn't able to capitalize early. Hunter trying to bring it in. It stood up by the defender. Plays it back. Dusel up the far sideline. That one getting into the box area under pressure by Hunter, and Thompson was coming from the near sideline. Keeper came out on it, snatched it up. Header by Dusel at midfield. That one out off of Trevecca. The thing I like about this LMU team is those balls that get up toward midfield, whether they be punts or goal kicks, all of them are challenged. Nice ball by McKinney. This is Hunter from the left side. Crosses it in front of the box. Two players get tied up, and I mean Olivia Thompson was Johnny on the spot, but just cleared out in time by the Trevecca defender. It was a non-keeper save, essentially, and I believe that was Erica Carroll that prevented a shot. I mean, if Thompson gets there a step earlier, there's nobody in the net to protect that. Header out of the box, again by Carroll. Holka has it punched out from behind. And that ball knocked out of play by Lincoln Memorial off the end line. A goal kick for the Trojans. Clock down to 36:25 remaining in this regulation contest. And a goal kick will be taken this time by Ryan Alosi. Apparently the keeper not getting enough distance. Midfield, this is Hedstrom. Plays it over to Cook. Cook, nice ball to Thompson toward the corner. Misplayed by the defender. Thompson kind of lost her route to it a little bit there as she was pushed off by the defender, and that's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Lincoln Memorial. Sun's starting to come out in force here at the LMU Soccer Complex. Relatively cool afternoon with partly cloudy skies, but sun poking through in force, at least for the time. Trojans with the possession at midfield. Nice ball up toward the LMU goal. That is Holka trying to get there. Long ball to Thompson near midfield. Hunter brings it in. Plays it over to Hedstrom. Now over to McKinney. McKinney, nice touch. Pass at midfield thrown away. Nagy. Rips one from way out there. The keeper stands right in and grabs it. And so technically, I guess you would say a shot on goal. This is Hunter with a back to the frame. Plays it over to McKinney. Back to Hunter. Up to McKinney in the corner. Crosses one for Thompson. Cleared out of there by Carroll of Trevecca. And taken back by Lincoln Memorial, opposite side of the field. McKinney trying to shake the defender. Crosses over inside the top. Header by Hedstrom toward the left post. And grabbed on the bounce by the keeper. And nice job by Lincoln Memorial on the attack that time. Just again could not put it on frame. At midfield, that was Reese that just passed it off.
Go practice with us today, Liz. They're a goalkeeper. 5 o'clock.
Lincoln Memorial getting possession now as Stevens punts it away. Nice punt across midfield. Taken off the first bounce by Trevecca. And now Bartos brings it down. Adams going up line with a great ball by Sam Adams. McKinney didn't have the wheels to get there, and that one's cleared over top of the dugout by the Trojans. We have played approximately 57 minutes in this match, scoreless. 4 shots on goal to 1 in favor of Lincoln Memorial. Nagy plays it back to Holka, now near side. It's Cook. Up to Thompson. Thompson trying to keep it in play, dancing down the line, and falls out of bounds. Substitution waiting to check in for the Trojans. And a throw in for Trevecca. Going out of the lineup, it'll be Nicole Reese. Long pass up the near sideline, knocked out of play. The new substitution, I believe, was Carroll that might have. It's hard to really see that number from here.
I'm just carrying around a huge bottle of Captain Morgan.
Possibly Hammond. Really tough to see.
Let's go, Olivia!
Here's Thompson near sideline. Slips on the surface. Regains her composure. Plays it back to Nagy. Looking over her options. Now over to Doyle. Doyle didn't have a very good first touch right there. Still managed to hang on to possession there momentarily. Here's Hunter, top of the 18. Doyle over to Thompson. One more touch, and that knocked out of bounds by Trevecca. Throw in from Cook. Thompson shielding.
Olivia!
Fights to get to it. Thrown to the ground. Took a big forearm with that left forearm by the Trevecca defender, and she is still down. And the official is going to whistle a stoppage in play with 31:19 on the clock as Thompson tries to shake out the cobwebs. She got a big forearm in that collision. And not sure if she got the wind knocked out of her or if she's trying to pull herself together without a doubt. No whistle from the official on the contact. In fact, didn't even give a play-on signal. He just, now there's a drop, and they're going to play it back to Trevecca in good sportsmanship conduct. LMU will get it back. Doyle at midfield. Far side of the field over to Dussault. Now back to Doyle. Nagy plays one more over to Cook. Cook using some space. Rips one toward the left post and didn't have enough on it. Looked like it was more of a cross than anything, but the keeper had all day to set up on it. McKinney battling. Set back by Doyle. Big collision from Sam Adams on the Trevecca defender far side of the field, and that looked like that might have been Alex Hammond that took the biggest part of that. Tell you what, Doyle is about as physical and as big back there as you want to see a defender. Substitution for LMU, Michelle Allen checking back in to replace Olivia Thompson. That's up top at the forward position. So now you got Michelle Allen and Michelle Hunter at the top. Kick on its way by Trevecca, headed out by Adams. McKinney tried to keep it in opposite side, couldn't do it. Dussault contesting the throw in. I can't tell you the last time that that went through the keeper's hands, and not a time for that to happen. I can't tell you the last time that I saw Trevecca have a legit close-up opportunity at a shot in front of the goal. Here's Holka. Plays it up around midfield. Ball knocked back by the Trojans. Kristen Cook wisely clears it out of play. And now it'll be Trevecca that tries to lock it in on the offensive end of the field. Throw in will come from Audrey Robinson. Robinson stealing it away. Ball knocked out, and that'll be last touch by Trevecca. As usual, the LMU defensive effort today very solid, but the offense just has not been able to find the back of the net. Doyle goes down with the defender, and now a cross into the box. Stevens coming out on it. She'll take it on the first bounce under pressure. Punt by Stevens. That's all leg right there. Didn't have any of the body into it. Allen brings it down at midfield. Lady Railsplitters looked like they had the numbers, but a great job by Trevecca to step up and knock that one back. Played to the deep corner. Sam Adams going over there and getting to it. Plays it up line, and that'll be out of play back to Trevecca. 27:45 to play in this second half. Edstrom stood up in the corner by the defender. Ball knocked back toward the box area. Adams clears it out, sends it up toward midfield. A couple of LMU subs waiting to check in again. This is Abby Alosi for Trevecca. Far sideline over to Moore. Nice job by McKinney to hold Moore in check over there. Nagy knocks it away. McKinney with a steal. Now turned back over again as that was Fouch that got it back for the Trojans. Nagy up toward midfield. Nice seal by Allen. Allen brings it down, plays it over to Cook. Cook's got some running room here. Taking it up the near sideline. Cook on the run. Getting support from a couple of players. Here's Allen from the right side. Allen being pushed off the ball by the defender. Plays it over across, and the keeper falls on it. Nobody there to punch it in, but a nice job by Allen to keep from getting pushed off the ball all the way down to the end line. Edstrom back into Trevecca territory, plays it to Hunter, back to Hedstrom. Now far sideline to McKinney. McKinney looking for a little bit of help here, plays it back to Doyle. Doyle across the grain now to Nagy, now near side over to Cook. Cook again with the angle, rips one towards the keeper, and it takes it on the fly. She only had to take a half step to get to it. Long punt to midfield, challenged by Dussault. That's knocked out of play. And now with substitution waiting to check in for Trevecca, both teams will get their substitutions into the lineup. Should. For Lincoln Memorial, that's going to be Kiernan checking in, along with Jenkins and I believe Vano. Nagy goes out, along with Hedstrom and McKinney. Didn't catch the Trevecca substitution. Here's Jenkins up to Allen. Allen plays back to Holka. Sam Adams, far side. Up to Vano. And that ball out of play. 24:48 to go in regulation.
Headband? Going retro? Yeah, Mario. You over?
And the team's just trading possessions here again. Inadvertent handball, but it's called anyway, and that's going to be advantage to Lincoln Memorial, so a foul on the Lady Rail Splitters. A little under 25 minutes remaining in this contest in regulation. Ball sent toward the box. Headed out by Kiernan. That's Vano that brought it down. Plays it far side over to Dussault. And getting it for Trevecca is Ryan Alosi. Ball apparently knocked out of play back to Lincoln Memorial. Nice job by Doyle. Had a little help over there from Dussault, and now Cook trying to get to it before it goes out of play. Cook kept it alive, now played up the line, and unfortunately takes a bad bounce, but LMU will have it on the throw-in. Lady Rail Splitters trying to push up and lock it in, and Cook will have the throw-in. Into Allen. Allen being pushed off of it a bit, and LMU loses it out of play. Jenkins out of nowhere to take it back. Nice ball up to Hunter. Hunter with the angle. She'll cross it, and it's knocked out of play. That'll be a corner kick for Lincoln Memorial. All right, one of those opportunities you get, and this is about the time you'd like to see it. If LMU can lock this one in, place a ball right off of somebody's foot or somebody's head, we've got a 1-0 match right here. Kiernan will step out to do the corner kick for the Lady Rail Splitters. LMU already this year has played in one overtime match in the women's play, headed out by Trevecca. Dussault kept it alive momentarily. Now Jenkins over to Vano. Plays it back and across. Allen ready to rip one, couldn't get it there. Looked like she was sizing it up, and I think that the defender came out of nowhere. Here's Doyle. Over to Cook. She'll cross one far post. Getting there is Vano. She keeps it in play. Up to Kiernan. Kiernan chips one towards the box. It's in! Stoppage in play. Vano made the pass. Kiernan with the goal. And so at 21-39, the Lady Rail Splitters take a 1-0 lead. You could almost smell the goal coming. And it all started with the position of that corner kick. You had an opportunity. It was played out. A good defensive effort kept it on that half of the field. And really, in my opinion, the Trevecca just never did adjust accordingly. So 1-0 Lady Rail Splitters on the goal by Kiernan. 6 shots on goal now for LMU, and now the opposite way, Lady Rail Splitters trying to get in there defensively. And here's a corner kick opportunity for the Trojans as we're under 21 and a half minutes to go here in regulation. Lady Rail Splitters trying to get in position in the box. On its way. That one actually hit the side or the post, and it goes out of bounds for the goal kick. Substitution now to check in for the Trojans of Trevecca. And going out of the lineup, it'll be Lainey Fouch. You'd like to see LMU score an insurance goal here and try to just break the back of the Trojans in the next minute or two. New substitution, Erica Carroll returned to the lineup. Here's Moore from the deep sideline. Bonneau trying to stand her up defensively. Nice job of turning her back toward the Trevecca end of the field. Nice run and a shot toward the left post. Keeper grabs it up. That one hit by Abby Alosi. Kayla Stevens holding her composure nicely. Punts it toward midfield, near side of the pitch. Here's Jenkins. Back toward Adams. Adams clears it way up the field. Kiernan wins the second ball. Now Jenkins will take over. Plays it up toward Allen. Allen in the foot race. She's going to win that one. Looking for support toward the midfield. Plays it back to Cook. Now over to Jenkins. Lady Rail Splitters trying to lock it in again. Here's Doyle. Doyle up to Vano. Vano having to use the feet to get there. She's going to run out of real estate as that ball was way ahead of her. Clock down to 19:20. Throw in will come from the Trojans, far corner of the field.
You look so amazed. Never seen shit like that. What's up, dude? How you doing? I said, hey, man. What's up? How you doing? I'm good.
Throw in from the far sideline. Taken by Trevecca and knocked out of play. So, again, Trevecca doing very much as they've done throughout the entire match. Rather than try to send it on up the field, they've just played it safe and gotten it out of the dangerous areas. So another throw in for the Lady Rail Splitters, far corner. Comes in to Vano, now played back. I believe that's Dussault. I can't really tell from here. Header near the top of the box by Allen, who was pushed off the ball. No call by the official. had her feet kind of knocked out from under her. Jenkins trying to get there. And now for the Trojans, it's Reese. Reese still holding it at the 18. Lobbing ball off the end line and goal kick for Lincoln Memorial. Another LMU substitution will check in. And that appears to be Nicole McKinney, who will return to the lineup. Michelle Allen will go out and get a well-deserved rest. And hopefully McKinney's break that she took will add some spring to her step here as she goes back up top for Lincoln Memorial. Long ball toward midfield, headed over toward McKinney. Played back to Cook. She's got all kinds of time if she can get there. And she does, keeps it in play. Crosses the field, Jenkins will bring it down. Ball not played well toward midfield there as it was intercepted by the Trojans. That's Abby Alosi. Now taken back by LMU. Hunter looking upfield. Trying to get turned, nothing to go to, and now she'll drop it back to Jenkins. Up to Vano. Vano forced to play it back far side of the field. Dusol back over to Jenkins. And that ball into Trevecca territory. McKinney will get there on the whiff by Erica Carroll of Trevecca. And that one just touched a bit hard by Marissa Kiernan on the pass intended for McKinney in the near corner. Goal kick going to the Trojans as we're down to about 16:30 remaining in regulation. A victory here this afternoon would improve the Lady Rail Splitter record to 5-2-1 overall. They'd stay 3-1 in South Atlantic Conference play, but you get the monkey off your back and get back into that rhythm that you had going before the loss to Lenore Ryan last week. Kristen Cook will have the throw in from the near side of the field. Finds the feet, or actually Jenkins waited on it, and it bounced over her head. Now Adams will play it up the field. Kiernan can't bring it down. Ball chipped up. Vano finally gets a piece of it. Ball played up to the far corner. That's Dussold on the cross. Kiernan's there waiting on it. And I mean, the keeper did not have a breath of room when she grabbed that ball. Kiernan was waiting on it to punch it in. Here's Cook across midfield. Kiernan shields a little bit. Cook takes it, carries the space. And her pass to McKinney knocked away, but Kiernan gets it back, chips one toward the top of the 18, headed by Hunter toward the near side of the box, and McKinney not able to get there in time. And then the Trojans just turn it over unforced right there and give LMU a throw in to lock this one in. Jenkins, recipient of the throw-in, plays it back over to Cook. Cross in the box, and that was Vano waiting to wheel one in there. But the keeper came out, and she was forced to back off of it. The keeper is entitled to some protection over there. Hunter heads one toward the box area. Gann has it taken away by McKinney. Played toward Kiernan. Now back to Doyle and intercepted again by the Trojans, but taken back by Cook. And the pass to McKinney. McKinney makes a great pass to herself in the corner. I just don't think she's going to be able to get there first. And again, the Trojans knock it out of play. Throw in for Lincoln Memorial. Down to the 14-minute mark. 1-0 Lady Rail Splitters. Shots on goal 6-2. And checking in now for LMU, Maddie Nagy, as that will be Brittany Jenkins that goes out. Substitutions as well for Trevecca Nazarene. And looks like checking back into the lineup, Lainey Fouch. McKinney Brings it down, gives over to Nagy. Nice give and go to McKinney. McKinney rips one from just outside the 18, and it's in there! Great goal by Nicole McKinney with the left leg. And that'll put LMU on top 2-0 with 13:26 to play. That one also catching the crossbar, but this time falling back across the line to give LMU their second goal of the afternoon.
Nicole McKinney. The assist goes to number 17.
Now you've got 13:26 to play. I mean, that's an insurance goal. You don't want to get too complacent, but certainly that one's going to take a lot of wind out of the sails of the Trojans here at this point of the second half. They're feeling the sense of urgency from the near sideline. This is Gann. Crosses one top of the box. Doyle gets it, clears it out. Taken back by Abby Alosi. Trojans trying to get turned. Alosi rips one. That's going to be high over top of it. And actually, that might have been Reese. It was either Reese or Alosi. I'm not sure. Substitution for Lincoln Memorial. It'll be Teresa Doyle that comes out of the lineup. Checking in Kelsey Fisher, a 5'3 sophomore from Seymour, Tennessee.
Let's go, Cal.
Played at Sevier County High School. I think she might have been injured a year ago. I'm not sure, but she wasn't with the team last year. Header toward midfield. McKinney checks back to Fisher. Fisher across midfield. Plays a nice ball for Vano, but it's headed back. Now Fisher keeps it alive with a header. Played up toward the box, and Stevens will come out on it for Lincoln Memorial and grab it up. Punt by Stevens. All leg again, not getting much of the body involved. Kiernan plays it across midfield. Hunter shields with the body, plays it over to Fisher. And I think that would have been an offside call had Vano made a run on it, because she was, the defender I believe had stepped up right there, and Vano was, and another LMU player I believe, which was McKinney, were offside. Nagy takes it far side of the field. Looks like Trevecca really doesn't have the legs now they did a little while ago. Here's Vano. Trying to find room to cross one. Sends it towards the post. And it's grabbed on the fly by the keeper. Punt on its way by the Trojans. Fisher brings it down at midfield. Plays it back to Kiernan. Now over to Holka and away to Adams. Nagy, header at midfield, up to Hunter. Hunter back to Nagy, being trailed from behind. Nagy looking for help, gives it over to Cook. Cook reverses the flow, takes it back toward the center of the field. Plays it deep over to Vano. Vano with her back to the frame. Had the ball knocked away by the defender, and now it's stolen by Ryan Alosi of Trevecca. Nice job by Holka to clear it over toward the far side of the field. She was knocked to the ground, and Helio Dana begging for a call right there as she was just hammered. Cross toward the left or right post, and against Stevens there to answer. Nice job by Kayla Stevens today, as she has tallied several saves, but really just held her composure in the net nicely. 10:30 to play. Regulation here. 2-0 Lincoln Memorial. Shot on goal count 8-2 in favor of the Lady Rail Splitters. Vano turns toward midfield. Sends it up to Hunter. Hunter really being pushed from behind. No call. Tell you what, the officials have let them go today. There's no doubt about that. Holka checks it back across midfield. Headed there by Fouch. Here's Kiernan with a bad first touch, and Cook sends it back across the midline. Another bad first touch by Erica Carroll of Trevecca, and she'll play it back to the keeper. Ball knocked out of play. LMU will have a throw in near side of the field. Another opportunity here. They're deep in Trevecca territory, and if they can lock this in, Trevecca is looking tired right now. Cook down the near line. Foot race to the ball, in line. Cook's not going to be able to get to it, but it's knocked out by Trevecca, and that'll be a corner kick for the Lady Rail Splitters. Well, I'll tell you what, LMU just kept hacking away at Trevecca here in the late minutes of the second half, and you knew sooner or later that Trojan defense was going to break, and that's exactly what happened. Great goal by Nicole McKinney with the left leg just a minute ago, and couldn't have been made possible without the nice pass from her teammate. McKinney trying one from around the penalty kick area on a running and jumping kick, and now a substitution for the Trojans with 8:48 to play. Goal kick by Trevecca. Short of the midline, but knocked across, and Holka's going to get it for LMU. Played across. That was a handball. No call. Looked like a handball by Trevecca. Cook. Nice ball up to Vano. Vano plays it over the defender's head. Has a 1v1. Tapped up in the air by the keeper, and that's the advantage the keeper has over the offensive player. It's almost unfair. You got to use your feet. They get to use their hands. And just a heads-up play by Allison Ashley, the Trevecca keeper right there. She knew she had room to work with inside the box there and used the hands to do it. Ball knocked out by the Trojans. Throw in by Lincoln Memorial, far side of the field. This is Dusel to put it into play. Long throw across midfield, headed back. Fisher there to answer. Now it's Vano that does the footwork against two defenders. Taken away finally by Trevecca. Now punched across midfield. Adams clears it. Michelle Hunter racing to the corner to get it. She should get there in time. Plays it back to Vano. Over to Fisher. Fisher needs to turn and shoot right there, but the defender right on her right leg. LMU getting it back. This is Dusel. Crosses into the box. Header by Hunter, and it goes to the left post where the keeper grabs it. No pun intended there. Header by Hunter. Made a nice shot toward the left post. Vano again on the attack. Turns to face. Still making a run. Had it knocked away momentarily. Plays it over to Nagy. Nagy looking to the near side. Now reverses down through the midfield. Rips one from outside the 18. It'll go wide right. And at this point in the contest, folks, LMU just all over Trevecca here, not allowing them really to get it across midfield here in the last few minutes. Checking in for Lincoln Memorial, Madison Rivard, a 5'6" sophomore from Roanoke, Texas. Played at Keller High School. Cook to Rivard. Rivard looking, gives to Cook. Cook rips one to the left post, and the keeper knocks it out of play. Didn't have a whole lot on it, but Cook with a shot on goal there nonetheless, and that'll give LMU a corner kick from the deep corner as Nicole McKinney runs over there to take it. Clock down to 5:55 as it is working in LMU's favor. McKinney sets up for the corner. Ball on its way, bending toward the box, and the keeper, Allison Ashley, comes out on it. Sends the outlet on the roll. Played up to Hammond, now to teammate Anna Main. Main using some nice footwork over there, and nice job by Nicole McKinney to knock it out of play. That'll burn some more clock as we're down almost to the 5-minute mark. Sam Adams back there in the corner, pulls it in. No pressure, at least as of the time, and plays it out far sideline. Throw in for the Trojans in LMU territory. Taken down by Hammond, and again knocked out by Lincoln Memorial. Header toward the box, cleared by Adams. Kiernan getting physical out there. High ball left open for challenge. Again, Trevecca takes it. Now it's Nagy. Takes possession, makes a run toward midfield, plays it over to Fisher, being trailed from behind. Fisher had it knocked away at midfield and stolen by the Trojans. Cook stepping up on it, steals it back, plays a nice ball over to Vano on the near sideline. Bonneau getting support. Trying to shake the defender. And that one knocked away momentarily by Erica Carroll, but the keeper came over and got it, even though it was heading for the end line. She knew that if it went out of play, that was just going to burn more clock. Nice header at midfield by the Trojans. Holka trying to bring it down. Plays it over to Adams. Up to midfield, Nagy. Right off the foot. Up into McKinney. Give and go denied by the Trevecca defense. Stepping up again is Holka. Ball played out far sideline. So a substitution and a throw in for Trevecca, and we have a timeout on the field for some reason, unless it was the substitution. Inbound comes to McKinney. Ball played up to Rivard. Rivard got around one defender. She had one to beat. Plays it over to McKinney. McKinney chips one back to Rivard. She's offside, no doubt about it. And that will be Trevecca ball. LMU is going to emerge victorious here today to move to 5-2-1. And we'll be selecting a University Medical Clinic Player of the Match following today's completion. Knocked out by the Trojans. LMU throw in, deep corner. They're going to use as much time as they can here. There's no reason not to. Comes into Rivard, knocked away. LMU gets it back and just trying to burn some clock over there in the corner. That ball last touched by the Lady Rail Splitters, so a throw in by the Trojans. 2 minutes to go in this one. Long ball to midfield. Kiernan tried to send it back, had it knocked away. A lot of shoving going on. And Kiernan's going to be called for the foul as she was really beaten by the offensive player and couldn't get back to a good defensive position. So Abiolosi will keep it alive as the clock winds against the Trojans. 1:33 to play. Ball sent toward the keeper's area, and she'll take it off the bounce. Quick outlet up to McKinney. Chip shot over to Rivard. Played back across to Cook. 1:15 to play. Cook carrying the space. LMU may be looking for a third goal right here. Here's McKinney. Crosses back against the grain. Crosses at the top of the box, and it's knocked back away by Trevecca. Nice job by Fisher to contest, and she'll get there.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
LMU keeping possession on the offensive end. Fisher pushed off the ball a little bit, knocks it back. McKinney will take over. 50 seconds left in regulation. McKinney rips one toward the back post, and making the run that time was Rivard, but didn't have the wheels to get to it. It was a valiant effort today by the Trojans, but LMU will get the payback as the series will go even at 1-1. Trevecca having won last year's matchup, Lincoln Memorial will win this year's. And LMU will have a 1-goal advantage between the two matches as well. Big collision between Hedstrom and the Trevecca player far side of the field. 15 seconds remaining. And that ball will go all the way down to Kayla Stevens, the LMU keeper.
10,
and she can let the clock expire
8,
as LMU
7,
will win it here
6,
today. 2-0 with a pair of goals here in the second half to
2,
defeat the Trojans
1.
of Trevecca Nazarene University. 2-0, improving
Your
to
final score,
5-2-1
Lincoln
overall.
University 2,
We'll take a
Trevecca
break,
Nazarene
and when we come
University
back, we'll
0.
talk with Helio Dana and our University Medical
Letting
Clinic
us know there's no
offensive
time to
and
the LMU
defensive
soccer
players of the match.
conference on October 9th.
That's right here on the Lincoln Memorial University Sports Network.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in manufacturing products for the healthcare industry. DeRoyal supplies more than 20,000 products and product lines such as acute care, orthopedics, wound care, and trauma. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. Since its start in Tazewell, Tennessee, DeRoyal has grown to open factories in over 29 locations worldwide and employs over 2,000 people. DeRoyal, a name you can trust and an employer you can count on.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available, including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
Nestled at the foot of the Cumberland Gap, Lincoln Memorial University honors the vision and spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's values are perfectly in sync with the modern educational experience at LMU. Our students find personal attention is a way of life and a way to success. If Lincoln Memorial University fits your vision of college, visit our website at lmunet.edu for more information.
Today's broadcast of Lincoln Memorial University Soccer has been brought to you by University Medical Clinic, with 2 locations to serve you in Harrogate and New Tazewell, Tennessee. University Medical Clinic. By Farm Bureau Insurance. By Old Town Grill. By Home Federal Bank of Harrogate, always within reach. Home Federal Bank. By Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro. Eat fresh at Subway. By Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. Sleep smart at Holiday Inn Express. By Oasis Pizza and Substation. By DeRoyal, a name you can trust, a product you can count on. DeRoyal. By K&K Metal Sales. By Sleep Inn of Middlesboro. Dream better here at Sleep Inn. By the J. Frank White Academy. And by Lincoln Memorial University. Your career path is here.
The Lady Rail Splitters improved to 5-2-1 overall with a 2-0 win today over the Trevecca Nazarene Trojans. Trevecca falls to 3-6 on the year. Let's break down your final statistics for the match. Trevecca with a total of 7 shots, only 3 of which were on goal. Alex Hammond had one of those. Abby Alosi with 2 shots on goal. Brooke Gann had 1 shot, 1 on goal. Anna Hoffman finished with 1, and Madison Smith had 2. For the Lady Rail Splitters, it went like this today. Lauren Dussault with 2 shots. Kristen Cook had 3, 2 of which were on frame. Michelle Hunter, only 2 shots today. Maddie Nagy had 3 with 1 shot on goal. She also had 1 assist. Nicole McKinney, 4 shots today, 2 shots on goal, 1 goal. Rachel Vano, 1 shot, 1 shot on goal. She also had an assist today. And Josephine Hedstrom, 2 shots, 1 of which was on goal. Marissa Kiernan had 4 shots today, 2 of which were on goal, 1 goal. And LMU, as far as the keepers go, well, Kayla Stevens wasn't really challenged a whole lot today, but held her composure nicely in the net as she had 3 saves. Allison Ashley, 90 minutes in the net as well. She had 2 goals against, 7 saves on the afternoon. Again, the Lady Rail Splitters improved to 5-2-1 on the year with a 2-0 victory over the Trojans of Trevecca. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll talk with Helly O'Dana in the post-game wrap-up, as well as our University Medical Clinic players of the game, Nicole McKinney and Krista Holka. That's when we return right here on the Lincoln Memorial University Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in manufacturing products for the healthcare industry. DeRoyal supplies more than 20,000 products and product lines such as acute care, orthopedics, wound care, and trauma. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. Since its start in Tazewell, Tennessee, DeRoyal has grown to open factories in over 29 locations worldwide and employs over 2,000 people. DeRoyal, a name you can trust and an employer you can count on.
For great food, fun, and entertainment, visit the Oasis on Highway 25E in Harrogate, Tennessee, with a new drive-thru to better serve you. At the Oasis, you can enjoy a great lunch buffet or order from the great menu that the tri-state area has grown to love. Pizza, salad bar, and a tasty sandwich from the deli. And don't forget your favorite beverages. Check out the live music each week at the Oasis, where regional and local bands strut their stuff to a packed house. Or stop by and catch the big race on the big screen. All roads lead to the Oasis, 6341 Cumberland Gap Parkway in Harrogate, Tennessee. Phone in your order, 423-869-8000.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
I've been a hard worker all my life. It's just the way I was raised. I work the third shift. While most people are wrapping up their day, I'm just getting started. If I make a deposit on Friday night, I can't wait for it to go through the next week. Home Federal Bank's real-time banking is different. Real-time banking takes the worry out of banking. Lets me think about what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access. Real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. Always within reach.
2-0 your score today as the Lady Rail Splitters defeat the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene University. It's payback for a year ago when the Lady Rail Splitters lost 1-0 in Nashville. Krista Holka, our University Medical Clinic Defensive Player of the Match, joins us. Krista, let's talk about it today. It seemed like a big defensive struggle throughout the first half, but once the Lady Rail Splitters settled in after the first few minutes, I really didn't see a whole lot of solid looks that Trevecca had from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, we definitely outshot them, and we kept our defensive line good, and we came in the game with a positive attitude, and we didn't let down. It just took us a few minutes to get going, and then after that, we were good for the rest of the game.
We came into today's match after a loss on Saturday, a conference loss to Lenore Ryan over in Hickory. You know, they dropped 3 goals on us in the first half, which had to be a little demoralizing. But in the second half, we came out, actually held them scoreless and beat them 1-0. So coming into this match, we had to, even though we had a loss, we had to be playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, we were definitely really confident. We took that game as a learning experience, and we played much better in the second half of that game, and then we forgot about it. We're confident in this game and just got our stuff together. This Saturday, we're going to be traveling over to Brevard, North Carolina, and I know that, you know, this is a league where there's a lot of competition between teams. There's a lot of parity. Any team has a chance legitimately any day of knocking off another team. So while Brevard is maybe not at the upper end of the conference race, they're a team that's very capable, and we're going to have to be well prepared for that match. Yes, that's true. We have to keep our heads up, and we have to keep doing what we're doing and practice hard, and I think we'll be ready this week. Krista, congratulations. Thank you. Krista Holka, our University Medical Clinic Player of the Match. Now, we've had 2 offensive players of the match today, actually, Nicole McKinney and Rachel Vano, and they're going to be joining us now. Come on down, ladies, as we talk with them about today's win. I'm going to start first with Rachel.
Rachel, I don't bite, I promise. Come on over here. You came in today, and I thought particularly at I'm going to say midway point of the first half, it seemed like you had a little extra spring in your legs and you were making some things happen for us.
Yeah, when I come in from the bench, I'm usually not tired, obviously, and the rest of the team that's been playing is tired, and I like to keep up the energy and work hard because I have fresh legs, unlike the people that have been playing, and I feel like that's an advantage coming off the bench and being able to run faster than the other team's defense.
This is a team that has so many players that could potentially start on any given day. For a player that has been here 2-3 years, even a senior, if you're not starting, a lot of times that's tough to handle, and it's got to take a special individual to come in and handle it in these type situations. But that's the kind of talented team we've got.
Yes, it's definitely hard to not get to start and all, and I took it hard at first. But honestly, if you work hard and play hard and do well in practice, you're gonna find yourself on the field, and that's what I've been doing. And I just try as hard as I can every time I get the chance to go out there, and I play as best as I can, and it's been working for me.
A couple opportunities today. I know that you were right there, just camped out waiting on it. One more step, looks like you're going to punch one into the back, but unfortunately a defender got to it, a keeper got to it, and it just didn't happen like that.
Yep, I have a lot like that. So I don't know, I just keep trying and keep trying to score, and hopefully it'll go in.
Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's switch places here. Nicole McKinney. Nicole, this is second trip up here, I think. Another win for us today. Unlucky break on the one that hits the crossbar down here. I saw Coach L come out. I think he thought it was possibly across the line. It did look like up here that it came back this side of the line when it hit the crossbar. But you had another one hit the crossbar down here. This one went in, though.
Yes, sir. We have a lot like that. It's just one of those things you have to keep shooting. You're always going to have those unlucky things. As much as we'd like to contest with the refs, at the end of the day they make the call, so it's just you have to work that much harder to put another one in.
Now you're another young lady who you've been making the starts. You've been really active, but being one of the upperclassmen on this team, you're a player that's looked at for a lot of offense. You're very mobile on the field, but you too have even at times this year shared times with some of your teammates, and there's a lot of people that just aren't comfortable with that. I would be one of those that would not be. I would want to start, but in the bigger scheme of things as a team, you have to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like Rachel said, it's a hard break not to start at times, but you also have to realize there's 20-something people on the team. Each person possesses a different skill that can benefit. So some days it's your game, and other days it's not your game. So you have to give your teammates an opportunity to come in and show what they're worth.
Now I gotta bring this up. We had a lot of help from our defensive end of the field today. I know that Kiernan had several shots on goal. I think she had a goal maybe. We had Kristen Cook came up several times, had some shots on goal. That's got to make things a little easier for you and open up some more options when you're getting help from your defensive side of the field.
Absolutely. I'd say most teams you have your defenders, your midfielders, and your forwards are looked to give all your goals. But on our team, I think every player is versatile enough we have defenders making runs all the way up the field to come down and score a goal. So that makes us a triple threat all around.
I'm going to step across you here for just 1 second. Stay where you are. Rachel, you've been around for a while here too. So this weekend we've got Brevard. It's on the road. Obviously, a lot of preparation between now and then for that match. What do you expect in the next several days?
I expect us to work hard in practice and come out to Brevard and beat them as best as we can, hopefully.
Nicole, Brevard, a place that you've been to before, not necessarily a place that is the easiest to play, but without a doubt it's going to be a tough battle this Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say this year every team it's up for grabs. There's no one team that I can pick out that's stout more so than the other, so it's a fair game and it's whoever works hardest.
Ladies, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Rachel Vanneau, Nicole McKinney, your University Medical Clinic Offensive Players of the Match. Krista Holko, your Defensive Player of the Match. We're going to take a brief 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll talk with Helly O'Dana about today's win. You're on the LMU Sports Network.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro. When you're traveling throughout the tri-states, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860. When you're traveling throughout the tri-states, stay smart at
Girls bounce back today to capture a much-needed NCAA Southeast Region win over the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene University. 2-0 your final score here at the LMU Soccer Complex. Coach, big win today, and I thought the Lady Rail Splitters really looked good in this effort.
We had to work for it. I commended their coach, very well-coached team, very organized, very athletic, worked very hard. They took everything out of us to win today.
Defensively, I thought, is where the battle was won today for the most part. I mean, you had 21-7 shots total. I know a lot of those were on goal for you, but a lot of that was started by your defense. And as I talked with the girls a few minutes ago, the offensive end got a lot of help from the defensive end.
Yeah, in our level, Division II, people will come with enough athleticism to challenge you no matter who they are. And like you said, the defense will keep you in the game at times, because there will be times you'll be a little under the gun. They'll put pressure on you early in the game. It's always going to be hard. So it's a comfort when you have these kinds of defenders, because then, as we say in our team, we chip away, chip away, chip away. And our numbers, you know, how many people that come and play, eventually will start wearing the other team out. That's when we can make a run.
When you and I had the opportunity to talk this morning, and I know that if those who are watching the broadcast got to see it, they got to see some of your comments, you were not unsatisfied with how your team played on Saturday against Lenoir-Rhyne. Second half, LMU holds that team scoreless. They win the second half 1-0. First half, Lenoir-Rhyne punches 3 in on us, and that's what the difference was in the match.
And 3 incredible games. I mean, incredible goals. You know, if that's what's going to take people to beat us, I'll live with that, because nobody can take those kinds of shots day in, day out, you know. So I'll give them credit. It was 3 beautiful goals. They had 2 ladies really that did all that damage. But our team showed that, you know, if you don't bring your A game, you're going to have a rough time with us.
Let's talk about Saturday. We've got several days to prepare. This is Tuesday that this game was played. You're going to head out on the road to Brevard, North Carolina. I know you're somewhat familiar with that, as your wife is an employee there at Brevard College. But what's it going to take for this team to come away with another South Atlantic Conference win on Saturday against the Tornadoes?
Yeah, we had an opportunity to play a scrimmage down at Brevard earlier this year. It was a neutral site scrimmage, so we played on their field. And it's really not the best field as far as keeping the ball on the ground, you know. So luckily, they're also trying to possess on the other side, so possibly that's going to even up the game a little bit. But they do have some new players. They have a potential player of the year in the conference, in one of their new players. And we're just going to have to be very careful with the critical players that they have. We're going to be more susceptible for turnovers because of the field. So we're going to be able to, or we're going to have to be a little more conservative coming out of the back. But we're going to have to put away goals. Today, 21 shots, but truthfully, 7, 8 true chances to score. And of these 8, we scored twice. So not yet where he needs to be, but already better than a couple of other games. So as long as it's on a crescendo, I'm okay with that.
Rail Splitter men in action also on Saturday, and I know they're in desperate need of a shot in the arm right now.
Yeah, I mean, the distance, I said this so many times, from hell to heaven to hell in D2 men's is such a short trip, because we could easily be undefeated, and we can also easily not qualify to the SAC tournament. You know, I mean, that's how hard this conference is. So we'll take one day at a time, and Brevard, I'm not taking them for granted whatsoever.
Coach, congratulations on the win today, and good luck on Saturday against the Tornadoes.
Thank you.
All right, Helio Dana and his team win it here today, 2-0 over the Trojans from Trevecca Nazarene University. And that's pretty much the story from the LMU Soccer Complex. Your technical direction here today has been by Adam Plyler, Tyler Eschberger, your camera operation, Justin Wormy on your other camera operation, your executive producer for the broadcast, Tony Spinoza. This has been a production of Sigma Communications and the LMU Sports Network. Until next time, I'm Rusty Peace from the LMU Soccer Complex. So long, everybody.
Today's broadcast of Lincoln Memorial University Soccer has been brought to you by University Medical Clinic, with 2 locations to serve you in Harrogate and New Tazewell, Tennessee. University Medical Clinic. By Farm Bureau Insurance. By Old Town Grill. By Home Federal Bank of Harrogate, always within reach. Home Federal Bank. By Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro. Eat fresh at Subway. By Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. Sleep smart at Holiday Inn Express. By Oasis Pizza and Substation. By DeRoyal, a name you can trust, a product you can count on. DeRoyal. By K&K Metal Sales. By Sleep Inn of Middlesboro. Dream better here at Sleep Inn. By the J. Frank White Academy. And by Lincoln Memorial University. Your career path is here.